Welcome to The Explainer. So, today we're tackling this massive and honestly incredibly frustrating paradox in modern men's health. I mean, look around online. Every other guy is telling you exactly what to eat, how to sleep, and how to train to optimize your testosterone. So, you follow the rules, you do everything right, but you still feel terrible. Why is that? Well, when we really dig into the research, we find there are these daily hidden habits, saboteurs, really, that are slowly and quietly tanking your testosterone levels every single day. And the craziest part? Most guys have absolutely no idea they're even doing it. Have you been feeling just tired, unmotivated, or maybe you're just feeling a bit weaker in the gym lately? Let me tell you, it is incredibly validating and, yeah, a little bit infuriating to realize that you can be hitting the gym super hard, religiously logging your 8 hours of sleep, and still wake up feeling completely drained. If that sounds like you, well, you're in the right place, because this explainer is exactly what you need. And this brilliantly illustrates the problem. There's this massive gap between expectation and reality. On one side, you've got the expectation. You're eating clean, you're resting up, so you fully expect high energy, razor-sharp focus, and massive gym gains, right? But on the flip side, the reality hits. You feel sluggish, totally unmotivated, and your recovery is just stalling out. So today we're going to dive straight into the data to expose the 4 invisible saboteurs creating this massive gap. And more importantly, we're going to talk about exactly how you can fix them.
Okay, let's dive into this. Saboteur number 1, the sleep quality illusion. Because it's really not just about the hours you spend in bed.
Look, most guys think that simply spending 8 hours laying on a mattress means everything's fine. But the research really highlights that deep, actual recovery relies heavily on melatonin. It's the hormone that actually helps you fall asleep. But here's the trap we all fall into: late night screen use. Staring at your phone right before bed blasts your eyes with blue light, which literally tricks your brain into thinking the sun is still up. Your brain thinks it's daytime. So this actively suppresses your melatonin. Suddenly it takes way longer to fall asleep, and the sleep you do get is super shallow. You're basically accidentally destroying your main recovery hormone right before you need it most. The fix? It's simple. Try to get to sleep before midnight and put the phone away 30 minutes before bed. Read a book, stretch a little, just let your mind actually slow down. But it's not just about the light. It's also about heat. Your body naturally needs to lower its core temperature to transition into deep sleep. A hot room completely derails this entire process. It makes you toss and turn all night, constantly pulling you out of that crucial restorative deep sleep phase. So keep it cool, keep it dark, keep it quiet. Seriously, just turn on a fan, maybe open a window or lower the thermostat a few degrees. It makes a massive, massive difference. And hey, quick side note, if your diet is a bit lacking, you might want to consider adding magnesium. It can really help support that relaxation and better sleep, which obviously leads to better energy and a healthier body overall. Moving on to saboteur number 2, the danger of sitting. Because ultimately, the human body is built to move, not to remain frozen in place all day. The modern day is basically a sedentary trap. And what's really fascinating, or maybe terrifying here, is how quickly the hours add up. At 8 a.m., you're sitting in your car seat commuting. By 10 a.m., you're locked into your office chair. And at 7 p.m., you're collapsing onto the couch. You're spending the vast majority of your day doing the exact opposite of what your body was actually designed for. When you sit for hours without moving, your posture degrades, your body becomes less active, and your energy levels literally plummet. And no, spoiler alert, a single short evening walk does not magically cancel out 10 solid hours of sitting. The fix here is actually a micro adjustment, but it pays massive dividends. Every 45 to 60 minutes, just stand up. That's it. Break that frozen posture. Walk around the room, take the stairs, stretch your hips. Honestly, just do anything to get your body moving. It doesn't need to be a full-blown workout, you just need movement scattered throughout the day. Now, on top of that, you do want to make time later for real high-intensity exercise, think sprinting or sports, and strength training like squats and deadlifts to keep the body athletic. And definitely don't forget about mental stress. Overthinking leaves you feeling totally drained, even if you literally haven't moved an inch. Deep breathing or a calm walk can combat that mental fatigue beautifully. All right, saboteur number 3, the low-fat diet myth. We've got to stop with the fake healthy eating and realize your body needs healthy fats. So the crucial point is this. The data shows avoiding fat is a mistake so many guys don't even realize they're making. Why? Because they think they're doing the right thing by conventional standards. A lot of guys try to be healthy by avoiding all fats. They literally throw away the egg yolks. They avoid red meat. They eat these super bland, low-fat foods. But it turns out Your body actually requires healthy fats to function properly and to produce hormones. Foods like whole eggs, olive oil, avocados, nuts, and moderate red meat, they aren't the enemy. They actually provide the essential nutrients your body desperately needs to support hormone production. The real enemies are sugary drinks, junk food, and highly processed foods that are incredibly easy to overeat but provide zero actual nutrition. Also, keep an eye out for nutrient deficiencies. Studies indicate low levels of things like vitamin D and zinc are incredibly common, so it might be worth getting tested just to be sure.
Now for saboteur number 4, the hidden chemical threat. Let's talk about the invisible enemy lurking in our modern conveniences, plastics and hormones.
We are talking specifically about plastics here, which often contain chemicals like BPA, and these chemicals can actually increase your estrogen production, which in turn reduces your testosterone. The formula you need to remember is this: heat plus plastic equals chemical release. Think about that plastic water bottle you left baking in a hot car, or that plastic Tupperware container you just blasted in the microwave. When plastic is exposed to high heat, research shows that some types release unwanted chemicals directly into your food and your drinks. Guys, it is a direct, daily hit to your hormone health. But don't panic, because you can drastically reduce your exposure with 3 ridiculously simple steps. First, switch your daily water bottle out for glass or stainless steel. Easy. Second, completely stop heating food in plastic containers. Just put it on a real plate. And third, keep your personal care products simple and always wash your fruits and vegetables thoroughly before eating them. I know these seem like small tweaks, but over time, they will massively reduce your chemical exposure. All right, enough playing defense against bad habits. Let's go on the offensive. The proactive counterattack. 2 daily hormone boosters. Your new target number is 6 to 8, specifically 6 to 8 rounds of short sprints. Sprinting is honestly one of the absolute most effective things you can do for your testosterone. You might be wondering why. Well, because when you do 6 to 8 rounds of short, intense sprints, you sweat heavily. And sweating actually helps your body release excess estrogen directly through your skin. Boom! Less estrogen means your testosterone naturally has way more room to rise. You absolutely do not need endless, boring cardio sessions. Just 2 to 3 times a week, get out there and hit those sprints hard. Booster number 2 is all about how you start your morning, a high-protein breakfast. Far too many guys skip breakfast entirely, or they just grab a piece of toast or a bowl of sugary cereal as they run out the door. That is a massive missed opportunity. Your first meal of the day essentially sets the hormonal tone for your entire day. By eating a high-protein breakfast, you are literally giving your body the raw materials it needs early in the day to support healthy testosterone production. Keep it simple. Boil some eggs, whip up a quick omelet, or eat some high-protein oats with milk. Just get that protein in early. It's a real game changer. And finally, the resolution: consistency over perfection. Because trying to maintain a flawless, perfect routine is actually the enemy of your long-term progress. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is it breaks down the 80-20 rule. We've covered a lot of ground today, but trying to be a perfect robot with your routine is just going to burn you out. Don't try to make your diet 100% perfect. Instead, aim to eat healthy, whole foods 80% of the time and allow 20% for your favorite foods. Why? Because the data consistently shows that a good diet you can actually follow for years will absolutely always beat a perfect, miserable diet that you end up quitting after a single week. Sustainability is the ultimate key to your hormonal health. Which brings us to our final question for you to ponder today. We've exposed the sleep illusion, the sedentary trap, the fake healthy eating, and those invisible plastics. So, which of these invisible saboteurs will you eliminate first? Don't try to fix them all tomorrow. Just pick one. Take immediate action on your daily routine today and start reclaiming your energy. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep moving forward.